Hey, I know you're driving, I know you won't pick up. I'm just sitting here watching the rain hit the glass. I tried to lock the door tonight, I swear I did. But every time I hear that engine, every time the bass shakes the floor, I lose all my logic. I'm addicted to the passenger seat. Addicted to the way you never look at me when you're going too fast. You're bad for my soul. We both know that. But don't stop driving. Just come pick me up. My favorite habit is you.
The habit is perfectly forming the life. I'm perfectly holding the edge of the knife. You completely addicted exactly to me. We finding exactly what we couldn't be. I'm shaking completely without the supply. I'm totally buying the beautiful lie. The dependency totally taking control. We totally emptying out of the soul.
Craving the touch, touch, touch. Giving too much. Vice.
I'm locking you up in the absolute vice. Ain't rolling a single acceptable dice.
I'm speaking with gravel, I'm taking the bet. I'm paying exactly the terrible debt.
We drowning completely inside of the need.
We watching the absolute terrible greed.
Locking you up in the absolute vice.
The withdrawal totally ripping the chest. I never had absolutely any rest. You feeding me slowly exactly the drop. I'm begging to absolutely never stop. The system is failing exactly the dust. We perfectly breaking exactly the trust. So give me the final and beautiful hit. We sitting directly exactly in it.
Craving the touch, touch, touch. Giving too much.
Vice. I'm locking you up in the absolute vice.
Ain't rolling a single
Acceptable dice.
I'm speaking with gravel, I'm taking the bet. I'm paying exactly the terrible debt.
We drowning completely inside of the need.
We watching the absolute terrible greed.
Locking you up in the absolute vice.
Addicted.
I need more. Forgive me not. I don't want it.
We standing completely in front of the gate. I'm totally choosing exactly the fate. You holding my hand as we totally dive. I never felt perfectly so much alive. The heaven is totally out of the reach. We utterly broken, the promise breach. I'm looking right into the eye of the bad. I'm taking exactly the best that I had.
Falling too black, black, black.
Never look back, back.
I'm opening up to the absolute sin. Ain't telling nobody exactly where I've been. I'm speaking with gravel, I'm dropping the prayer. We totally stripping the boundary bare. I'm letting you fall in the middle of hell. I'm ringing a perfectly terrible bell. Opening up to the absolute
sin. The guilt is completely erased from the mind. I'm leaving the horrible angels behind. You totally give me exactly the truth. We burning the center of totally youth. The punishment perfectly worth every time. We fully committing the beautiful crime. So take me directly exactly to deep. We taking a totally terrible sleep.
Falling too black.
Never look back.
Tell me you want it. Tell me. Tell me I'm open. Tell me.
The animal perfectly waking inside. We completely having exactly the high. You looking at me like a piece of the meat. I'm perfectly burning inside of the heat.
The morality totally flying away. I don't even care what the people will say. I'm completely yours in the deepest of dark. We're crossing completely the edge of the mark. Losing control. Selling the soul.
Lust. I'm breaking you down with a terrible lust. Ain't asking for any ridiculous trust. I'm speaking with gravel, I'm taking it all. I'm totally making you perfectly fall.
You're sitting directly inside of the sin. I'm telling you exactly what I've been.
Breaking you down with a terrible lust. The craving is heavy, the craving is bad. The best of the feeling I have had. You pulling me closer, erasing the space. We totally dominating the place. I'm totally selfish, I'm totally wrong, but this is exactly where I belong. So take it and completely ruin the night. We shutting off perfectly all of the light.
Losing control.
It's control.
Selling the soul.
Breaking you down with a terrible lust. Ain't asking for any ridiculous trust. Mistakenly private, I'm taking it all. I'm totally making you perfectly fall.
You're sitting directly inside of the sin. I'm telling you exactly what I've been.
Breaking you down with a terrible lust.
Need you bad.
Need you bad.
Take me. Injected. Right into me.
The chemical perfectly mixing in blood. I'm practically drowning inside of the flood. You looking at me with a danger inside. I'm absolutely believing the lie. The logic is fading exactly away. There isn't a single remaining to say. I'm desperately craving the beautiful dose. I'm perfectly keeping the enemy close.
Filling the lung. Tying the tongue. Toxin. I'm heavily hitting the blood with the toxin. Ain't leaving a single available boxing. I'm speaking of gravel, I'm freezing the vein. I'm perfectly isolating the pain. I'm letting you totally beg for the cure. I'm keeping it absolutely impure.
Hitting the blood with the heavy toxin.
The shivering spreading exactly right through. I'm totally giving permission to you. The air is just thicker than heavy cement. We exactly know what everything meant. You're touching the shoulder and dropping the heat. We're completely dead in the middle of the street. So take the remaining of all that I have. We're burying everything into the soul. Filling the lung. Tying the tongue. Toxin. I'm heavily hitting the blood with the toxin. Ain't leaving a single available boxing. I'm speaking with gravel, I'm freezing the vein. I'm perfectly isolating the pain. I'm letting you totally beg for the cure. I'm keeping it absolutely impure.
Hitting the blood with the heavy toxin.
Lethal dose. Uninfected.
fabric is stretching right up to the line. I'm drinking the sorrow exactly like wine. You pushing me perfectly over the edge. I'm stepping directly away from the ledge. The gravity taking completely control. I'm dropping the heavy right out of the soul. I'm letting you see what I never would show. I'm beautifully letting the sanity go.
Ripping apart, breaking the heart.
I'm watching the absolute beautiful
Ain't giving you an inch of escaping the fear.
I'm speaking with gravel, I'm breaking the thread. I'm sitting directly right inside your head.
I'm making the separation exactly complete. I'm throwing the everything into the street.
Watching the absolute beautiful
The silence is deafening inside of the car. We completely isolated where we are. You wiping the moisture right off of my face. We're totally dominating the space.
I'm hurting so deeply, but loving the pain. We're standing completely exposed in the rain. I'm letting you absolutely pull the strings.
We're watching the ending of everything. Breaking apart, breaking the heart.
I'm watching the absolute beautiful
Ain't giving you an inch of escaping the fear.
I'm speaking with gravel, now I'm breaking the thread. I'm sitting directly right inside your head.
I'm making the separation exactly complete. I'm throwing the everything into the street.
Watching the absolute beautiful
time. Peel it back. Look inside.
The physical boundary is nothing to me. I'm deeply exposing when nobody see.
You're tracing the muscle, you're feeling the bone. We sitting so beautifully, darkly alone.
The shivering happening under the touch. I never expected to give you so much.
I'm totally ruined, securely and tight. I'm begging for you to be taking the night. Cutting it down, 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 down.
Watching us drown. I'm breaking the barrier into the flesh, like keeping a single reality fresh. I'm speaking with gravel, I'm tearing the scene. We living directly inside of the dream.
I'm perfectly touching the center of you. I'm breaking the beautiful, innocent view.
Breaking the barrier into the flesh.
The surface is burning exactly like fire. I'm completely trapped in a heavy desire. You're looking right through me, you're reading the map.
I'm totally stepping right into the trap.
We're melting together right into the dark. I'm letting you leave an impossible mark. So take the remaining percentage of me.
I'm turning exactly to what I should be.
Cutting it down.
Watching us drown. Flesh, I'm breaking the barrier into the flesh, and keeping the single reality fresh. Or speaking with gravel, I'm tearing the scene. We living directly inside of the dream.
I'm perfectly touching the
Don't pull away.
The metal is cold against the edge of the skin. I'm totally opening the door to the sand. You looking at me like you're ready to feed. I'm giving you exactly the thing that you need. The silence between us is a heavy demand. I'm taking the razor right out of your hand. We completely isolated here in the black. We crossing the border, we can never go back.
Sinking the teeth.
Buried beneath.
Bite, I'm taking the absolute venomous bite.
Ain't giving a single illusion of a lie.
I'm speaking with gravel, I'm tasting the red. I'm completely living right inside of your head. I'm leaving the shadow directly on you. I'm totally knowing the damage I do.
Taking the absolute venomous bite. The poison is beautifully entering me. I'm finally understanding what I can be. You holding my neck as I'm gasping for air. We totally stripping the boundary bare. I'm letting you drain me exactly dry. We completely burning the beautiful light. So give me the final and terrible kiss. I'm perfectly falling in love with the bass. Teeth buried beneath.
I'm taking the absolute venomous bite.
Ain't giving a single illusion of a lie.
I'm speaking with gravel, I'm tasting the red. I'm completely living right inside of your head. I'm leaving the shadow directly on you. I'm totally knowing the damage I do.
Taking the absolute venomous bite. Tastes like fear. Bite me.
Do you feel it? It's completely permanent. The tissue is broken, the healing is slow.
I'm carrying you everywhere that I go. It's perfectly raising above of the skin, a beautiful symbol of where I have been.
You branded my memory directly in red. You totally renting space in my head. I'm running my finger directly across. I'm completely weighing exactly the loss. Marking
the pain, driving me insane.
Scar.
I'm leaving the absolute permanent scar. I'm telling you exactly there who you are.
I'm speaking with gravel, I'm cutting it deep. I'm watching the horrible memory creep. I'm making sure totally you don't forget.
I'm leaving the ultimate heavy regret.
Leaving the absolute permanent scar.
The surface is tough, but the bottom is weak. I'm totally quiet whenever you speak. I'm wearing the damage exactly like art. I'm keeping it absolutely near the heart.
You never intended to leave me alive. We taking the absolute terrible dive. The feeling is fading, but marking remains. We completely bound by invisible chains.
Marking the pain, driving me insane.
Scar.
I'm leaving the absolute permanent scar. I'm telling you exactly there who you are.
I'm speaking with gravel, I'm cutting it deep. I'm watching the horrible memory creep. I'm making sure totally you don't forget.
Turn off the light. I like it dark. Turn off the light.
I like it dark.
The curtain is heavy, the sunshine is dead. I'm completely trapped in the back of your head. The color is draining directly from life. I'm holding the handle, you holding the knife. We're sitting so quiet in the middle of the day. We totally washing the color away. I'm completely comfortable here in the black. I'm never demanding the clarity back. Swallowed by
Night.
killing the
Gloom, I'm locking the shadow inside of the gloom. Ain't giving a single exit in the room. I'm speaking with gravel, I'm dropping the shade. I'm watching the final reality fade. I'm taking the vision, I'm keeping you blind. I'm leaving the horrible feeling behind. Locking the shadow inside of the bloom.
The corner is dripping, the ceiling is low. There isn't a beautiful place we can go. We sitting securely inside of the trap. We're taking a horrible, beautiful nap. You holding me tighter than totally sane. We matching the rhythm exactly to pain. I'm letting you absolutely pull the string. The darkness is completely covering things. Swallowed by night.
I'm locking the shadow inside of the gloom. Ain't giving a single exit in the room. I'm speaking with gravel, I'm dropping the shade. I'm watching the final reality fade. I'm taking the vision, I'm keeping you blind. I'm leaving the horrible feeling behind. Walking the shadow inside of the blue.
Pitch black. Sleep now. Breathe me in before I'm gone.
I'm turning to nothing, I'm fading to gray. I'm washing the heavy attachment away.
You tryna catch me, I slip through the hand. I'm utterly breaking the things that you planned.
The smoke in the room is exactly the ghost. I'm hurting the people who love me the most.
You holding the empty, you holding the air. You're looking exactly where I isn't there. Drifting away. Nothing to say.
Paper, I'm cutting the toxic relation on paper. I'm turning the heavy directly to vapor. I'm speaking with gravel, I'm turning the mist. I'm crossing the name directly off of the list.
I'm watching you panic, I'm watching you choke.
I'm totally turning the city to smoke.
Turning the heavy directly to vapor.
The mirror is fogged and the image is blurred. I'm completely leaving without any word.
The memory fading exactly like steam. We waking directly inside of a dream.
You grasping the shadow is cold. The beautiful, terrible story is told.
I'm letting it dissipate into the night. I'm taking the absolute ultimate flight. Drifting away. Nothing to say.
Vapor, I'm cutting the toxic relation on paper. I'm turning the heavy directly to vapor. speaking with gravel, I'm turning the mist. I'm causing the main directly off of the list.
I'm watching you panic, I'm watching you choke.
I'm totally turning the city to smoke.
Turning the heavy directly to vapor.
Just smoking away.
Breathe out. You see it, don't you? The crack in the glass.
I'm perfectly ruined. I'm beautifully sick.
I'm perfectly ruined. I'm beautifully sick. I'm lighting a candle. I'm burning the wick. You're looking at me like an angel of light. I'm bringing the absolute terror of night. The pieces are missing, the puzzle is dead. I'm leaving the horrible words in your head. You're trying to fix me, you're trying to heal. You're totally cut in the way I can feel. Breaking the mirror. Nothing is clearer.
Flaw. I'm exposing the beautiful.
Terrible flaw.
I ain't playing by any ridiculous law.
I'm speaking with gravel, I'm breaking the bone. We sitting directly inside of the zone.
I'm turning the diamond, I'm showing the crack. I'm putting the shadow directly in black.
Exposing the beautiful. Terrible flaw. The surface is perfect, the inside is rot. I'm tying the stomach right into a knot. You're totally blinded by all of the gold. I'm leaving you standing and freezing and cold. I'm touching the damage, I'm feeling the pain. I'm washing the sanity down in the rain. So look at the monster you're trying to save. We dig in the beautiful, intimate grave. Breaking the mirror.
Exposing the beautiful.
Terrible flaw.
Ain't playing by any ridiculous law.
I'm speaking with gravel, I'm breaking the bone. We sitting directly inside of the zone.
I'm turning the diamond, I'm showing the crack. I'm putting the shadow directly in black.
Exposing the beautiful. Terrible flaw.
Look closer.
Look down. Don't be afraid.
The bottom is missing, the tunnel is black. I'm putting the knife directly in your back. You holding my hand as we totally fall. I'm absolutely giving you nothing at all. The oxygen leaving, the longing, the rush. We totally lost in the beautiful hush. I'm pulling you deeper than ever before. You knocking but nobody opening door. Falling forever, leaving you never.
Abyss, I'm pushing you into the heavy abyss. Ain't giving a single apologetic kiss. I'm speaking with gravel, I'm dealing in stone. I'm leaving you totally
purely alone.
I'm watching the shadow surrounding the light. I'm ending the terrible, beautiful fight.
Pushing you into
the heavy abyss.
the gravity pulling us down to the core. I never have wanted a casualty more. You screaming my name but there isn't a sound. We burying everything into the ground. I'm closing my eyes as the pressure begins. I'm totally washing away all the sins. The water is rising directly to me. I'm beautifully drowning inside of the sea, falling forever, leaving you never.
Abyss, I'm pushing you into the heavy abyss. Ain't giving a single apologetic kiss. I'm speaking with gravel, I'm dealing in stone. I'm leaving you totally
curly alone.
I'm watching the shadow surrounding the light. I'm ending the terrible, beautiful fight.
Pushing into
the heavy abyss.
Step a little closer. Take the bait.
I'm dropping the breadcrumbs into the dark. I'm waiting for you on the edge of the park. The shadow is heavy, the air is so thin. I'm opening up and I'm letting you in. You're walking exactly the way that I planned. I'm totally holding your life in my hands. I'm looking so fragile, I'm looking so sweet. I'm laying the trap directly at your feet, pulling you under. Listen to the thunder.
Lure, I'm setting you up with the ultimate lure. Ain't giving you an absolute chance of a cure. I'm speaking with gravel, I'm locking the jaw. I'm perfectly exposing the beautiful flaw. I'm watching you struggle, I'm watching you break. I'm taking everything that a demon can take.
Setting you up with the ultimate lure. The needle is entering into the vein. I'm totally numbing the edge of the pain. You thinking you chased me, but I was the guide. You taking the terrible, beautiful ride. I'm whispering softly directly to you. I'm knowing exactly the things that you do. You drinking the poison right out of the goal. I'm letting the horrible story unfold, pulling you under. Listen to the thunder.
Lure, I'm setting you up with the ultimate lure. Ain't giving you an absolute chance of a cure. I'm speaking with gravel, I'm locking the jaw. I'm perfectly exposing the beautiful flaw. I'm watching you struggle, I'm watching you break. I'm taking everything that a demon can't take.
Setting you up with the ultimate lure.
Got you now.
Hook, line, and sinker.
Step a little closer. Take the bait. Don't look away. Keep looking.
The moment is freezing, the temperature drops. The beautiful suffering never stops. You cutting me open, internally deep.
You taking the secrets I wanted to keep.
Design is between us, sharp like a knife.
We totally cut in the rest of the life.
I'm trapped in the pupil, I'm caught in the black.
I'm begging you never to give it me back.
Looking directly.
Fly but perfectly.
I'm burning your soul with a heavy stare.
And leaving a piece of the oxygen there.
I'm speaking with gravel, I'm reading your mind.
I'm leaving the superficial behind.
I'm tracking you down in the middle of space.
I'm putting an absolute mark on the face.
Burning your soul with a heavy stare.
The air is electric, the feeling is pure. I'm totally sick and I don't want the cure. You holding my gaze and you holding my breath. I'm totally chasing you right to the death. There isn't emotion, there isn't a sound. We're burying everything into the ground. I'm letting you totally take the control. I'm letting you look at the floor of the soul.
Looking directly.
Thought but perfectly.
Burning your soul with a heavy stare.
And leaving a piece of the oxygen.
I'm speaking with gravel, I'm reading your mind.
I'm leaving the superficial behind.
I'm tracking you down in the middle of space.
I'm putting an absolute mark on the face.
Burning the soul with a heavy stare.
Look in my eyes. I'm yours. Shouldn't do this. Sign on the line.
The ink on the paper is perfectly black. There isn't a method of taking it back. You sitting so quiet, you watch me sign. The venom is mixing right into the wine.
I'm giving you everything I ever owned. The beautiful temple is completely boned. I'm crossing the border, I'm breaking the glass. I'm watching the innocence totally pass.
Making it final.
Spun like a vinyl.
We cementing the shadow into a pact. And leaving the piece of the logic intact.
I'm speaking with gravel, I'm dropping the law. I'm exposing the beautiful, terrible flaw.
I'm holding the trigger, I'm taking the aim. We totally burning the rules of the game.
Cementing a shadow right into a pact.
The promise is heavy, the promise is big. There isn't a single condition to keep. I'm locked in the center, I'm tied to the wheel. I'm loving exactly the way it can feel. You looking right through me, you reading the text. I'm trembling, wondering what will be next. We never escaped and we never will try. We looking the absolute truth in the eye.
Making it final. Spun like a vinyl.
We cementing the shadow into a pact. And leaving the piece of the logic intact.
I'm speaking with gravel, I'm dropping the law. I'm exposing the beautiful, terrible flaw.
I'm holding the trigger, I'm taking aim. We totally burning the rules of the game.
Cementing the shadow right into a pact.
Sign in your blood. turning black.
It's always the same. Tying the knot. The moonlight is bleeding directly inside. There's nowhere to run and there's nowhere to hide. I'm perfectly captive, I'm perfectly caught. I'm fighting a battle I shouldn't have fought. You look in my eyes and you know that I crave the beautiful danger, the perfectly brave. I'm tracing the pattern right over my skin. I'm opening up and I'm letting you in. Pulling it tighter. Put out the lighter.
Lace, I'm wrapping you up in the black of the lace. Ain't giving you an inch of the personal space.
I'm speaking with gravel, I'm dealing in pain. I'm sinking the shadow right into your vein.
I'm watching you tremble, I'm watching you fall.
I'm taking the everything, taking it all.
Wrapping you up in the black of the lace.
The room is a prison, the door is unlocked. The logic is broken, the panic is blocked. I know it's a venom, I know it's a cage. I'm writing the story alone on the page. The heavier breathing, the darker the thoughts. The beautiful rhythm that's tying the knots. I'm totally ruined, I'm falling apart, but keeping you perfectly close to the heart. Pulling it tighter. Put out the lighter.
Lace, I'm wrapping you up in the black of the lace. Ain't giving you an inch of the personal space.
I'm speaking with gravel, I'm dealing in pain. I'm sinking the shadow right into your vein.
I'm watching you tremble, I'm watching you fall.
I'm taking the everything, taking it all.
Wrapping you up in the black of the lace. Wrapped in the dark.
Don't let it tear.
Look at the black. Listen to me.
The heavy rain is moving down the tinted of the glass. I'm watching out the neon and the shadows slowly pass. The engine is a heartbeat in the middle of the chest. I'm totally surrendering attention to the rest. The perfume is a chemical, it's mixing with the night. We pulling out the camera, killing all the light. I'm absolutely paralyzed, I'm melting in the seat. I'm loving how the leather is reacting to the heat.
Falling in the deep.
Falling in the deep.
Secrets that we keep.
We cutting out the shadow from every piece of onyx. Ain't giving up the formula, we running supersonic. I'm speeding with the gravel, yeah, the execution slow. We looking at the absolute and beautiful below. We dropping all the armor and we taking off the mask. Ain't giving you a single other question you can ask. Cutting out the shadow from a heavy piece of onyx.
The temperature inside is getting dangerous and high. I'm never gonna wanna see the morning in the sky. You looking at the road, but you are looking at my soul. We totally operating entirely out of control. The silence in the cabin is impossible to fake. I'm letting you decide exactly how much you can take. The gravity is pulling me directly to the floor. I never wanted anything so heavily before. Falling in the deep.
Secrets that we keep. Onyx. We cutting out the shadow from a heavy piece of onyx. Ain't giving up the formula, we running supersonic. Reese or Onyx.
Don't let it stop.
Black like Onyx. Black like Onyx. Black like Onyx.
I get the black when it's sent to me. You know it hurts.
Did you never stop? I'm tracing the lines on the back of your hand. I'm sinking so deeply right into the sand. The chemical rushes is flooding the brain. I'm beautifully drowning inside of the rain. You look
Look at me quiet, you breathe in the smoke. I swallow the promise before I can choke. I'm letting you ruin exactly my mind, because you are the monster I wanted to find. Pulling me under. Listen to the thunder.
control.
I'm taking the absolute total control. Ain't leaving a single piece left of your soul.
I'm speaking with gravel, I'm speaking with fire. I'm feeding the absolute deepest desire.
Breaking the limit, I'm changing the rules. I'm making you perfectly, beautifully cool.
Taking the absolute total control. The silence between us is heavy and loud. We perfectly isolated from the crowd. I'm touching the edge of the dangerous blade. I'm loving the beautiful mess we made. You whisper a secret directly to me. We completely blind, but we perfectly see. I'm addicted to poison you put in the drink. I'm closing my eyes and I'm letting it sink.
Pulling me under.
Listen to the thunder.
I'm taking the absolute total control. Ain't leaving a single piece left of your soul.
I'm speaking with gravel, I'm speaking to fire. I'm feeding the absolute deepest desire.
I'm breaking the limit, I'm changing the rule. I'm making you perfectly, beautifully cool.
Taking the absolute total control. Control.
Don't let me go. Yeah. Touch it. Touch it. The fabric is heavy, the fabric is dark. We park in the vehicle deep in the park. The isolation is beautifully sweet. There's nobody walking the edge of the street. You're laying in the seat and you whisper to me. We completely blind, but we perfectly see. I'm closing my eyes to the rest of the world. I'm letting the beautiful see come sun first. Softer than the night, kill the heavy light. So soft, velvet.
I'm wrapping up the city in the velvet.
Velvet,
Ain't giving them a reason to compel it.
velvet.
I'm speaking with the gravel in the bass. We running at a very heavy pace.
The texture of the shadow on the skin, exactly where the story will begin.
Wrapping up the city in the velvet.
The atmosphere thicker than anywhere else. We totally losing the sense of ourselves. The window is fogging, the inside is warm. We sitting securely inside of the storm. I'm tracing the line of your jaw in the dark. I'm waiting for you to ignite a new spark. So take it exactly wherever you please. I'm totally suffering under the tease. Soft Still in the night, kill the heavy light. Velvet.
I'm wrapping up the city in the velvet. Ain't giving them a reason to compel it. I speaking with the grubble in the bass. Be running out of heavy pace.
The texture of the shadow on the skin, exactly where the story will begin.
Wrapping up the city in the velvet.
Touch the dark.
Yeah.
Touch it. Touch it. Put it in drive.
Yeah. Rolling through the city, windows tinted to the black. Got the shadow in the mirror, ain't nobody holding back. Hit it heavy in the engine, hit it heavy in the chest. We ain't stressing over nothing, put the rooms to the rest. Grip the leather, take it slow, let the neon wash the pain. We just gliding on the concrete, moving strictly through the rain. Ain't a target on the radar, ain't a number on the screen. We completely disconnected from the center of the scene. Drive.
Put the system in the drive, got the rhythm in the blood. Yeah, we keeping it alive. We ain't looking for a limit, we just taking it outside. Sit back, enjoy the ride.
Put the system in the drive.
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 Listen to the breathing in the middle of the dark. Let the pedal hit the floor, let the metal leave a mark. There is nothing you can tell me that I haven't heard before. Put the silence in the cabin like the heavy iron door. Yeah, the physical sensation is the only thing we need. Take it beautifully slow, we ain't rushing for the speed. Just to drop into the ocean, just to drop into the night. We ain't looking for a reason, we ain't looking for the light.
Drive. Put the system in the drive, got the rhythm in the blood. Yeah, we keeping it alive. We ain't looking for a limit, we just taking it outside. Sit back, enjoy the ride.
Put the system in the drive.
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 Just drive, slow it down.